Alright, hello everybody, welcome to VR Master League here on Channel 2. That's right, 2. We've got a couple running at once for you over on Channel 1, I believe is Sir Dimwee and Doc Education. Over here you got me, I'm Palidore, being joined by Wonder T-Man on the stream. And on this stream we've got a dream, and Discfunctional, that is to say, about to start. Wonder, how's it going?
Going great, Palidore. Yeah, like you said, we got great matchup today. Here we are getting started in the first round. As I say that, teams are rolling out now. It will be Discfunctional winning joust advantage, and yeah, Disc is loose in the Discfunctional side. Disc toward the Dream side now. That will be Disc still loose at the moment. Farquid picking up Disc, sending it through the tunnel, but intercepted there by Magellan, I believe that's pronounced. Hopefully, I pronounced that right.
Almost tempted to say Mojolly. Yeah, Mojolion. Huh. Well, that's fun names on both these teams. I like Farquid as well. Lord Farquid. That's how this is a far out start to this match as these teams are up and down the floor. Quick hello to Chubby and Freshy Fresh, Kit Catastrophe, and Uwu. I'm salty. No, you are. Zaninja as well. Mood Maker. Well, in a mood for a score, definitely for both these teams, but kind of first minute of play, just struggling to find their initial offense, it seems.
Yeah, that's Titanium now picking up Disc. Or back into the hands of Farquid. Farquid sending it downfield toward Discfunctional side. Stacks coming in here. It will be, looks like it could be Dream picking it up first. Yeah, that's Crispy Chicken sending it back to Yuri. And now sent back into Dream's side, where Stacks getting there first is Farquid. Farquid now going for another clear, but it's not quite out, where it will be picked up by Magellan. Sending it forward toward Ryan. Ryan now sending it over to Chris. Chris and Bubble attempts a shot, but it's not quite on. It will be recovered by Dream. Dream sending it downfield. That midline player there for Discfunctional will be getting it first. That's Free Artifact. Attempting to send it into Dream's side. But Disc is now back into the Discfunctional side. Now in Bubble. Stacks are on the way. It will be Magellan picking it up, sending it down. Back toward the midline, where it is loose in the upper trap.
All right, well, Ryan taking the Disc here, sending it through tunnel, has Chris now on the approach. That's going to bounce a few different ways. Meanwhile, Free Artifact has the Disc free, but not too free from the defense as they all start to converge onto the goal. And then outside on the approach, great grab from Yuri-chan. And will be Yuri with a Disc, saying, hooray, got it. Up to Crispy, perhaps, on the pass. No, they also have Titanium. Needs to look for one, but held on to it maybe a little too long. Now getting stunned a little too strong by the Brawls. As it goes high, bounces low, bounces off the backboard even. Rebounded there by Farquid. And no luck yet on a score. Gets back to the midfield here, Wonder.
Yeah, still scoreless in this round. Now it is back into Dream's side in the possession of Discfunctional. Discfunctional pushing Bubble. Looks like we do have our first score for Discfunctional. That's 2 points on the board for Ryan.
Nice shot there after the stun. That more importantly, or as importantly as anything, right? Getting the stun on the goalie just to bother them a bit. And yeah, find the easier chance at some points. You know, take the goalie out of the equation. And, you know, the equation right now, it's, well, +2 for Discfunctional as a Joker train sort of out of the gates. Interesting strategy. Actually paves the way for maybe just a full court run up the entire arena. What is this turning into now? Finally getting derailed, but still, that train took them all the way to the front lines at the very least and gave them a chance now at some offense as Yuri-chan goes for the Disc. Wow. Goes for the juke, I should say, with the Disc. What an interesting way for them to start off on the scoreboard.
Interesting indeed. And yeah, that is a tied game now with Discfunctional with just advantage. Rolling out here momentarily. This will be picked up by Chris. Chris now walking it toward field or toward the midline. Not pressured at the moment. Gonna send it. Just send it downfield. Didn't have stacks though, so it will be picked up by that back line for Dream. Dream now, it's Yuri-chan with Disc. Going for a clear, but intercepted by the Discfunctional midline. That's Chris now attempting a pass over to the other side, and it will be recovered by Free Artifact. Free artifact now sending it forward to Mojelin. Mojelin pushing bubble, gonna take the shot. That's another 2 for Discfunctional, putting them 4-2.
Yeah, so call him Ferdinand Magellan, I guess, because they just sailed across the ocean blue, or at least the blue side of the floor, to get their next score. And yeah, back on the joust advantage for Dream. Here, with the 2 points down, 5 minutes to go, however, in this first round, and taken by Yuri-chan, another dodge, so gotta be careful with that if you're Discfunctional, because that's twice in a row, and Dream going to that well, and well done so far, as they spin, spin, and spin before getting stunned.
Yeah, we've seen that that train strategy twice from Dream now, twice in a row, in fact. And now that was Titanium sending it toward the Discfunctional bubble, picked up by Crispy Chicken. Crispy over to Yuri. Yuri taking the shot, just barely hitting off the ring a few times. Still in the possession of Dream, though. That is Titanium. Titanium juking out that player just by getting stunned out. This free artifact now going for a clear. It will be through the mid, all the way into the bubble of Dream.
And as the disc sails on, now taken by Chris. Chris looking crispy on the pass, free artifact, but not getting the shot, so will be taken back by Yuri-chan. And Yuri with a disc trying to dodge, dance, and dive all around, but Ryan gonna knock that one out, so back to the offense here for Discfunctional, and off the backboard will not be had, but still rebound from free artifact, and as a matter of fact, they're up by 4.
Up by 4 indeed. Now it is Dream with joust advantage once again. It will be going to be rolling out here. Let's see who takes the disc again this time. See if they're going to go for that train strategy again, possibly. Looks like they're not going to do that again this time. It will be Crispy Chicken now pushing it toward mid, passing over to Yuri-chan. Yuri-chan not quite able to get the hand on it. Getting that stun, keeping possession though after that recovery. Juking out some more, but unfortunately getting stunned by Ryan. That's free artifact now picking up disc, sending it toward that mid area, but it's not quite out yet, where it will be picked up by the Dream player, Titanium. Titanium now sending it up to Yuri-chan. Yuri-chan now pushing toward bubble, going inverted on that ceiling there. Not pressured, going to take the shot or the pass over to Crispy, but Crispy is stunned out. Luckily, Titanium will be able to recover it. Goes for that back pass over to Farquad, or Farquid, sorry.
You got done,
not currently covered.
Well, you know what? I'm making waffles. Titanium here trying to go for the goal, but was pretty bothered by the defense. Also, another shout out to Twitch Tech. See some more people stopping by. Galactic Rift, Storm Echo, and Finn. What's up, Finn? How's it going? Over there taken by Farquid. And looking money like some quid. Looking delicious like a squid. What am I saying? I don't know, but now maybe conceding the goal. Oh, the 3-point shot from Joel. Leon, and I'm not lying. They're up now by 7.
7 points in the lead. It's now Dream once again with just advantage. Gonna be rolling out here momentarily.
And raccoon juice, that sounds like something else. Don't want to even say what that sounds like, but I don't want any of it. Nothing like Dr. Pepper. That's the best. Over here, though, it's Yuri-chan with a disc and has another train going on right with the goal. 3-on-1, and now they get their second goal to finally happen. Took a little while to get it going. 3 different trains in the process, but yeah, eventually got that goal now, and only 1:35 remaining. Only a little bit of time left. Pork or what? Sounds like what? It sounds like stuff. I mean, that's just gross, okay? That's all. Just as bad as pork juice, could you imagine? Well, Chris, can you imagine? Let go of the disc. That's unfortunate. Had a misconnection on the wrist, I think. But back up top, it's going to be rebounded here by Chris, so no harm, no foul. At least gets the no look clear, but a rebound, interception rather, by Yuri.
Palidore, would you believe me if I told you that I'd never tried Dr. Pepper?
Unfortunately, I would, if only because there's a couple people among our casters team who were the same way. It's a pandemic in its own right here, in itself. I mean, look, Ambrosia, that is Dr. Pepper. Ambrosia, right now, they'll call it Doctor. There's the stun, there's a dunk as well. Right on the goalie, Titanium.
Now only 3 points down is Dream. They could still be looking at a comeback here. 30 seconds left. They only need to score 3. That said, that is now Discfunctional with Joust advantage this time. Let's see how they roll out. It will be Chris taking the disc. Chris going to be looking for a pass over to Ryan. Ryan on the passing it down through the tunnel, but it will be intercepted by Ure. Ure in a good position to possibly be setting up a score here.
They don't have a lot of time, though, is the thing. I mean, they just expended up just about all of it, so had it. And the thing is, there was a goalie way back in the Discfunctional bubble, so that good steal, but they really needed to get it going with some stacks. Basically a clear and immediate boost with that kind of time left, so they brought it close. Credit to them. You know, they were down by what, 7 points just a few minutes back, and managed to at least put a couple more on the board to bring them ever the more close. But a win coming in from Discfunctional by 3 points. As we now go to the stat screen, courtesy IgniteVR.gg. So yeah,
they did.
Dr. Pepper, explain. I mean, you can explain about the match, but I just explain yourself why you've never tried it. I want to hear this one. In fact, I'm just gonna sit here and listen to you explain. Go.
Okay. Well, I've just never really been super big on just like sodas in general, because I don't know. I don't drink a lot of liquids, which I guess sounds weird, but when I do drink, it's just water. And sodas have never super been appealing to me, I guess. I do like Sprite. Sprite's kind of good sometimes, but that sort of like cola stuff has just never been great. But
I'm about to make you drink some raccoon juice for this great offense, this grievous offense you've just dealt me, okay? I don't appreciate that, but that's fine. That's fine. Your reasons are your own.
It'd probably be better. Raccoon juice might be better than Dr. Pepper, but I don't know. That said, that is round 2 beginning.
Well, now you just dug your grave. You've dug your grave, but we're going to the second round nonetheless, Wonder. We'll be taken here by Majolian.
Indeed, now that is disc loose in the Discfunctional side. That's Majoli sending it downfield toward Dream's bubble. Stacks on the way. That is free artifact picking up disc, looking at an open goal. Hits that 2 in the right pocket. They're putting them at a early lead. Shoot a 0.
Oh, Raccoon asking me what's my favorite soda other than Dr. Pepper. Hard to say. The Pep is just far and away number 1. Number 2, I don't know. It would be a tie between maybe Sprite, maybe orange soda. Hard to say, but the separation between
Raccoon
1 and
juice.
2 is far. Raccoon juice as a drink is at the bottom of my list. As a Twitch chatter, at the very top. You are the best raccoon juice I've ever known in the Twitch context.
Well, have you tried raccoon juice?
Don't turn my own logic against me. How dare you? Free artifact is gonna get a clear, however, and that is out of there. Now maybe opening up a chance with that overshoot, especially with another score from Jolion. Has the dive though from almost said Farquaad again, and almost a self goal at that, but still gets it to Ure.
That was a good save by Ure.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, that is disc now in the Discfunctional side. Will be Chris taking disc though, gonna attempt a clear, but it's not quite out yet. Picked up by Crispy Chicken. Crispy attempting that quick pass, but able to get the recovery luckily, but that's free artifact. Picking it up, going for a clear. It's now in the Dream side. Stacks first getting there will be Majoli. Looking at a bubble advance here. Going to take the shot, walk it in. That's a 2-point lead or a 4-point lead rather for Discfunctional now.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Majoli on both points here. I mean, in the series so far, up to the 5, as well as a stat in every category as you see. Assists, saves, steals, stuns. I mean, all of the above. Getting it done. And Fredster. Not true. We're all about the players here. Hence the chat interaction, hence the caster interaction, the player interaction. We love all of y'all. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here volunteering for, well, every day, all day. Love you guys. I love these teams. Dream and Discfunctional. You know, got a chance to stream a while ago. It's been a little while since I've seen them. But yeah, good to have both of these teams here in Silver Division back on. the radar on the stream. Of course, channel 1 is also currently occupied, and the train has been occupied several times this game, to varying degrees of success. This time that is, it's gonna be right online, and the train in the station, which is to say, they've got the lead cut in half. Nice work.
Yeah, it's not quite sure how common it is to see that train strategy, but I've seen it a few times amongst matches. Yeah, like you said, to various degrees of success. That time it was a success. They've had a few times where it hasn't worked out, but I guess there must be a reason why they've been keeping it up. Must be doing something for them. That said, that's Ure with Disc.
Worth noting, too, though, they launched out here for Discfunctional, down a player. They had a crash just before the catapult went out. So, I mean, going for that strategy again here on the train. Now, this could be really damaging in this round, quite frankly, as they do take a 3 right into that pocket from Ure. Nice hit to go up by 1. So I was wondering if that was going to cost them dearly by not initiating a timeout, potentially getting their player back in. Looking like, okay, there you go. The rejoin just had happened. So they did concede a point, and unfortunately they lost the lead based off of that. And now Dream, on top of it all, has some momentum.
They do indeed. That's looking good for them in this the second round, rather. They could, looking at scores now, they could be looking to push a third, which always good to see when that happens. That is free artifact now with Disc. Not quite on there, however.
All right, well, Titanium now sending it over to midfield, bouncing right back actually to Free Artifact. Free Artifact letting that disc loose now to the left side. So still, again, halfway through this round, and again, who is it? It's Majolion with another one. Electric like Jolteon even. The Pokemon, if you're keeping up. These teams are back up. This team is back up, I should say, for Discfunctional. And it's really predicated off of, I think, all 3 goals this round from that player right there. And Discfunctional as a whole, finding the hot hand is the important thing. I think a lot of that chemistry coming into play with this team here, because they've been around all season as a roster. I noticed here for Dream, employing some of these unconventional strategies. Part of that in the sense because not as many games played thus far as a full roster, so could be a factor. Still trying to work in some of that chemistry as Chris gets stunned by Chris P. How about that?
Interception. Blue clears it out.
That is now Disc in the hands of Discfunctional. Chris with Disc passing over, attempting a pass, but intercepted by Titanium. Disc now back into the Discfunctional's bubble, but defense is there. Unfortunately, stunned out. And stunning out Titanium there, sending it back toward the midline. That is Crispy Chicken. Nope, Titanium picking it up. Titanium holding it back on the floor here, possibly waiting to set up their offense. Dodging out that defense, but not successful. That is getting stunned out. Disc is back in the midline.
And retaken by Ure-chan. 4 minutes left, and maybe a chance here to go back up by a point. So let's see. I mean, they're looking very alive these last couple minutes, and it did start with that crash, but it was still enough to get them a little extra juice in the tank and in the battery as well. Some battery right there, stuns, that is to say, going on the bubble, taking it all the way to the mid lane, taking it all the way into the goal and the save. Farquid far out.
Intercepted.
Far out indeed. That is still in possession of Free Artifact, though. No. Back in possession of Farquid. Farquid sending it all the way downfield into Discfunctional's bubble. That's an open goal. Going for that bounce shot is Farquid, putting them in the lead once again, 7-6.
Yeah, so up and down the floor in a flurry. You saw that it basically went from bubble to bubble to bubble in the span of just 15 seconds maybe. I mean, it was just a blitz up and down the floor. And as I said, Dream really looking much more alive. They have surpassed their round 1 scoring output now. It was 9-6 in round 1. Currently up by 1, 6-7. So Dream having a much more effective round 2 thus far. And for Discfunctional here, Free Artifact and Ryan, as they search for a clear, potentially dribbling, they need to be very, very careful not to give up too much more momentum into the favor of Dream, because that could spell some doom should we see a round 3.
Exactly. Now back in possession of Dream is Farquid. Farquid going for a clear. That is there in the bubble now. Stack's not quite there yet, but that's Titanium taking possession. Titanium putting another 2 on the board for Dream. Still a great lead. Still a good round for them so far.
11, 10, 9.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's 2 minutes left on this one. So not in a juncture yet where they need to be shooting a 3 for Discfunctional. They do have to respond, obviously, and you know the rate they've been scoring between these 2 rounds. I mean, they've shown to be certainly capable of some solid team play and solid offense. So they don't need the 3, but they do need to score here within the next. Well, there you go. Within the next couple seconds, and they're still going to be fine. Have a lot of time to defend once again. And for Dream, obviously, you know the flip side of things. Need some defense here. Sorry, need some disc protection here. And should they lose the disc, making sure they don't leave that goal too exposed. You know, don't concede any extra points where you don't have to, especially with less than a minute and a half left.
That is not what they needed to lose possession there. But luckily, it does look like they were able to recover it.
Ooh, whoa.
Oh, not quite. Stunfest happening. Now that's Yuri with disc. Yuri gonna get stunned out once again, but in the hands of Crispy. Crispy getting stunned out.
So many stuns.
Wow, and then the steal finally coming through. But then just changing possession so many times there. It's Ryan possibly going for that bounce shot, but hitting off that Geo. That's Farquid now with this. Farquid getting stunned out by Mojel and Mojel and taking the shot.
Yeah,
Back in the lead is Discfunctional.
Try dancing around the floor again. We've seen that again. Sometimes it's you live by it, die by it type of thing, right? When it works, it works. It looks good. It makes you feel good. When it doesn't work, though, you go for that extra steez and style on the opposite team, and then it ends up being a score on the opposite end. And then that leaves you a little bit, oh well, obviously down in terms of not just emotions, but the points, because now they're down 1. They're going for the train again, but gotta be careful because now we are in the dead of the night, the dead of the round. Anything that happens here is going to be defined as clutch, so we're gonna have some really important defensive plays or maybe some offense, but either way, less than 10 seconds left, and that clear in itself just might do it. If that bounce goes in, that would have been devastation, but still yet, that is gonna be the round in two rounds here on a sweep. It was so close, Wonder. We almost had that round 3.
Yeah, it would have been nice to see Dream take it a little bit quicker at the end. That train strategy might have just been a little bit too slow for the amount of time that they had left, and in the end, it did lead to their demise. But losing only by 1 point, unfortunately, it is Discfunctional taking the win. 10-9 in the second round, 9-6 in the first round, winning in a sweep.
Yeah, so with that, I mean, we'll be Discfunctional going to actually have that 50-50 record. You see, 10-10, so that's a big win for them, and actually, likewise for Dream in the sense that will even up their record. You know, here that was their 8th game played, as you see, and you know, for Discfunctional, that would be their 20th match played here so far. So I think it's just a difference, if nothing else, between experience in that sense. You know, Dream was still very close to forcing a 3rd round, so they played very well overall on round 2, but just I think a matter of the extra little moments of chemistry, right? Because it was those extra fundamental plays that ended up getting them the advantage. You see there, you know, in the replays, some of those trains, they worked once or twice, but they also failed a few times, you know, going to some of those extra jukes where a little bit risky, whereas, you know, a team maybe who was a little bit more on point, you know, on the team chemistry end of things, they would be opting for a safer pass down the floor or clear and a boost. But it's those little extra aspects of experience that kind of made the difference and cost Dream potentially that 3rd round being forced. And what otherwise was still a pretty good match played by them when you look at the stats, everyone getting involved on the scoring end of things. 3 out of 4 players getting involved as well in assists and saves. Meanwhile, Crispy with 57 stuns worth noting, well and above everyone else. Pretty insane stat line there. And Discfunctional, you know, again, that Majoleon, 11 points. 1 assist, save, 4 steals, 15 stuns. Ryan with 2 points, 1 assist. 1 steal, 18 stuns, and 1 assist, 2 saves, and 21 stuns for free artifact. And Chris completing it with 2 saves and 10 stuns. But yeah, that was definitely a wild match. And for both these teams, look forward to seeing them again here soon. Any final thoughts there, Wonder, before go to a brief intermission?
Yeah, see Raccoon Juice in the chat there saying Disfunctional is a very misleading name. Indeed it is. You could say, yeah, the disc was functional in their hands. Definitely not playing dysfunctionally. But yeah, that said, I believe we have a second round coming up here, so we got to be getting to that here.
Yeah, absolutely. And this has been fun. So I won't shun all, but I will send you to a brief intermission. We're going to be back. Thank you to Wonder T-Man for joining me. Again, I'm Palidore. This is VRML Channel 2. Coming up next, we have Phoenix versus Slap Babies. So do stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
Meters a second that trickled in at. Steel Scott ever. Dear side to Caesar. Caesar going back to Steel.
Sends it back the other way.
And every time I'm so damn lost to what I loved and what I lost. But let's get lost in love tonight.
Caesar up with Saluna. Saluna walking it in. Saluna. Boom, going up the moon face. I can tell you right now, if I was that goalie, I would have been sure that was going to be a shot. Ooh, a ceiling shot. Excuse me, cloud shot there from Original. Not expecting that. And Paper is going to go up 16-10.
Possession of it, and Caster's cursed that one. But yeah, Quackheads seem to have a lot more control over this game nevertheless, as this clear goes straight into the hands of Black. Oh, no way! Tarsis with the 56-meter mail slot.
This one does turn over once again. Venom picking it up. Venom sending it out. A whole bunch of chains and leeches and players and boosts. Sealble's going to get there first. Takes a shot. Are you kidding me?
Let's run away together. Let's run away. Let's run away together. Let's run away. Swear we never say goodbye. Fall asleep to lullabies with something that I thought I never find. And what is right and what is wrong, and all I ever saw was love.
All right, hello everybody, welcome to the stream. We're back here on VR Master League Channel 2, and I'm Palidore. We've got, for you, Phoenix, Slap Babies. Shout out one more time to Wonder T-Man, who just joined me for that cast, but now has to go part ways into a scrimmage. So, good luck on the scrims, and for us, well, no luck needed for me, because I'm just in the caster's seat. It's all about the fun. Never mind the good luck, I just have fun. Appropriately. Here, though. It's gonna be Slap Babies and Phoenix starting this one off here. This was a match redemption reward there from the Channel 1 channel points, of course. You know, you tune in, support VRML, you can get enough channel points to get casted. And, you know, these teams are definitely well familiar with the cast in themselves. We've seen Slap Babies, we've seen Phoenix plenty of times this season, but wanted to get this one streamed for sure, and we're glad to oblige. And, yeah, glad to see them back on stream. So, Phoenix here, running with that roster currently. Breezebow, Vacant, Sniper, Jason. Over on Slap Babies, it's Sky, Icy Bug, Jacksonator, Icy Flow. And over in the Twitch, I see you guys. Thank you for joining me for these two matches we've had on stream. Well, whether on Channel 1 or also Channel 2. I know we have another Channel 1 match going on. I believe, what was it, Wrath versus Hivemind, I think, in a half an hour on Channel 1 as well. Dimwee and Doc Education will be there, I believe. Over here, though, it's Icy Bug for Slap Babies with a disc, sending it left lane into that bubble, and then it's going to be Sky up high and down low. Not too slow. Jacksonator with the action. Aider Slap Babies gets the first couple of points.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
And also for those who have not seen, we got venues, of course, later on tonight, which is to say about an hour and a half away. Gonna have a lot of great matches on there, which I'll tell you about the next break here, as Breezebo trying to make a fast break on this launch. Now actually waiting this time, anchoring down, awaiting the teammates to get in position, so trying for kind of a set play there. Chris and crossing it, but off of the stun. Sniper unable to wrangle the disc. Still have another opportunity here, though, perhaps as Jackson sends it now out, so never mind that. Will be stacked into the disc, but just in time was Breezebo with at least the clear. Now down the floor, Vacant, and Vacant couldn't find the goal, but still the good positioning here will get him another opportunity. Now a bit strong, but still they might be okay. We'll have a trap, a rebound with just a second to spare. There's Breeze. Breeze a sniper. Sniper having it stolen. So Sniper and Swiper, no swiping. But if they do get this disc back, they might be sniping because they have a 3 exposed. Icy Bug though is going to reset that out to the bow. Bow tie now to Jackson, but just missing the grasp as Jason sends it now. From the bottom of the floor, be taken back by Jackson, and the goal being left exposed, and it takes the long way around off of the bounce from the corner. The good old Oculusator. At least that's what I think anytime I see that one.
7, 6,
That's one of those Oculusator shots that I remember him doing two or 3 years ago, even in pubs. Now whether that was the intention on that shot, maybe up for debate, but you know, anytime it hits those corner panels, you are at grave risk for that shot going in, the disc going in one way or the other. Now we'll be back to Icy Flow, and they are definitely flowing for the offense at the moment. 8 points.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
But yeah, so for venues coming up, and just again in about an hour and a half, we have Made for More M4M versus Baked to start things off. As this launch goes off, following that, we'll also have. Oh, hold on a second, because plays are happening. Following that, though, we'll have Vapor and Old and Feeble in the Diamond Division, and then ending it on venues will be 7 versus Ignite. That will be at 7 PST. That is to say. But psst, not to whisper, but guess what? They've got a goal maybe about to happen. No, sir, though. It's back out to the bubble, taken by Jacksonator. Now that 7 and Ignite match also could definitely have some implications for Challengers Cup, for Ignite in particular, to possibly get back into that Challengers Cup zone, which is to say top 5 of Diamond. But at the moment, no reminding needed, because Sky is finding the goal. Right now, Slap Babies, they are off to one incredible start. Wow. Again, both these teams in the Diamond Division, both these teams certainly with some, plenty of success throughout the season. I mean, look, Phoenix here, 15 and 10 on the record. Yeah, they won their last match against Fighting Entropy. They went on a little bit of a skid there, losing their last 3 before that versus Rusty, Bangarang, and Insanity. Rusty Robots, that is. But prior to that, they also won 3 in a row. So on the whole, been very successful record-wise. You know, for Slap Babies here, 10 and 9 on the record. They've won 2 of their last 4. Jason right now is gonna score, however, for Phoenix. And they finally break the cap. Took a little while, you know, 6 minutes, 5.5 minutes, but they've got their points, and that might get them going. Get the ignition on. But yeah, for Slap Babies here, the last couple matches, you know, Fox Force 5, they lost that match, but they won against Spectral, against Misfits prior to that. And, you know, just a lot of familiar faces as well on this team. And there it is, from that team. Jacksonator to Icy Bug. Slap Babies, yeah, returning here in the Master League Season 3, VR Master League. And You know, hard to forget a team, and hard to forget in particular a name like Slap Babies. I remember them all the way from, unless I'm delusional, I'm pretty positive I casted them in the first Rookie Cup, which is to say May last year. So, very unique name, to be sure. But over here to Breezebow for Phoenix. They got their first 2 points just moments ago. Let's see if they can do it again, however. Get some more points on the board. They still got 3 minutes. So they're not out of the equation yet on a potential comeback. But a take back there to Jackson. And Jackson now, Icy Bug as well, all up in the trap. Sends it clear through that tunnel and into the opposite one now after a few ricocheted bounces. That will be snagged here by Jackson. Jackson will be reacting. And up top to Sky. But from Sky getting taken down, so suddenly it is raining. And the punches, as it goes all through the midline, the punch is going to enable a lot of time for Sniper to do just that. They got 5 points now, after being scoreless for about half of this first round. Able to get a few more scores on the board in the latter portions. So let's see if this can continue for them. Still going to be tough. I mean, not in a great amount of time, but we'll see. That said, hold on. That is super, super dangerous. Everyone overshooting. Everyone overshooting. That was highly, highly unusual. I have no clue. Don't even ask. Don't even ask. But everyone just missing the disc. I think 5 different players. Most unusual. But that's sometimes it'll happen. You know, you don't expect it to be that open, and suddenly you're paying more attention to the rest of the players on the floor instead of the disc itself. You know, you take your eyes off the disc for a second, and it makes you miss the grab. Regardless, though, might end up being harmless. That is for Phoenix, as they will eventually get that disc and punish after all. My only concern is that it might have wasted a little bit too much time. You know, they still got the turnover, they still scored. But they spent about 35 seconds more than they needed to. Which, being down as much as they are, that's valuable time that they wasted there. But that is to say, they can make up for it here. It's not about, of course, the mistakes. It's about who makes fewer mistakes and who makes up for the mistakes, right? So they can put on the speed, put on the pressure. They're only down by 6. And 3 2s or 2 3s. All doable here to get them a tie for Phoenix if they can pull this off in the last minute of play in round 1. So as I say that, under the 60-second mark, and Sniper taking it, sending it over, so we'll be off the boot, tapping off, throwing down, spinning around, but too slow for the rebound from Vacant. And that's an ace in the hole, but that said, they've only got, what, 40-some seconds now. Less than that to score twice yet still, because of that being a 2. You know, again, it comes down to the clock management, the time management, and once the disc got loose enough and enough clock was wasted, they may have needed to consider a 3 at that last opportunity, because now they're definitely in a bit of a hole. You know, when they had a minute and 10, minute 20 left, 3 2s were definitely possible, but once it wound down into those final, 40, 50 seconds of play, yeah, that was going to, well, that will turn out to be the defining moments of this round, and it will be conclusive towards Slap Babies. You know, they were losing a little bit of steam there towards the end, I will say, but they built up enough of the heat in the initial, 6 minutes of action that it was still enough to carry them all the way through to the end on a win. So round one in the books. So with that too, the score screen courtesy Ignite. IgniteVR.gg, of course, go visit them for, well, plenty of reasons. Ignitebot for one, but just, as well as Echopedia. I mean, as I said, Ignite is, they are staples of this community. Not staples, like the appliance. Are staples an appliance? I have no idea. But that said, we do actually have a timeout here initiated, so these teams may be switching rosters, addressing some of that. Who knows? Actually, though, never mind. They got back. They got back in quick, so it looks like I think someone switched out. Let me make sure though. I'm not positive on that. Oh, maybe not. Okay, I'm wrong. I thought there was a switch. Maybe I got confused. Someone had switched teams. Maybe it was just to communicate. That said, you know, successful first round for Slap Babies. Coming in there, being led score-wise, at least, by Jacksonator, but not by too much because everyone got involved. You know, 3 points for IC, Flow. Gotta always say the whole thing, right? And then 2 points for the IC, Bug, and Sky with 3 points. An assist between Jackson, IC, and Sky as well. A couple saves in there for Jackson and Sky, and a lot of punches for IC Bug. For Phoenix's side, 24 stuns, leading the entire match so far for Breezebo. You had Jason there with 4 points and 8 stuns, Sniper with 3 points and 1 assist, Vacant putting in 2 points, an assist and a save as well. And as you may have heard, we actually did get another pause. So, interesting. Maybe, I'm not sure what the deal might have been. Maybe just waiting to see if they can get a new player in, or if their player who was out maybe just getting a drink, using the restroom. Who knows? So I imagine that could be it. But it looks like we're good again. I don't want to speak too soon, of course. But otherwise, we're heading into the second round. Don't you worry. There's the bell. And with that, round 2 about to start.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
All right, so here we go. Phoenix now needing to make like their name and rise if they want to find a round 3 going their way soon. Otherwise, Slap Babies are going to be content to keep on the pressure, find a little more of that rhythm again. I mean, they had a great rhythm in the first 6 minutes of round 1. Lost it a little bit towards the end, but as I said, they still built up enough of a lead that didn't really matter. So Slap Babies will be important for them to get a good start to this round. You know, get it going again, get the juices flowing, get the ices flowing. And not to bug you guys with all the wordplay. With that said, it's IC Bug on the way with a shot. Breezebo wasn't even looking. Still got the grab though, and immediately adjusted for the anchor down, the tap off, and then found, well, a clear here to Sky on the intercept. Nice defense from both sides, but taken ultimately back by Slap Babies. IC Bug with a disc, IC Bug with a pass. Up top to Jackson, and a grab from Vacant. Taken back now from Jackson now. IC Bug, IC Flow, everyone there near the goal, and yet nothing scored as of yet. A lot of chaos there going on.
Orange sends it back the other way.
So as this gets cleared, actually nearly into a goal, it's going to be rebounded up by the wedge by Breezebo. Breezebo has a cross to Vacant, making the way down the floor, has another cutter, anchors down, we'll have to get it off the bounce. So only a slight miscommunication perhaps, but Sniper now with a disc. Honestly, despite no score so far, I'm thinking Phoenix has got a bit of momentum advantage here, because they're rebounding, and finally found the goal. 2-0. 2 minutes off the clock in round 2.
11, 10.
But as I was saying, even before that score happened, when you consider the fact that Slap Babies scored 13 points in the first round, and they got off to that really hot start, because of the fact that they weren't able to get off to a hot start here in the second round, you know, Phoenix, I would feel this round currently in their favor. So Slap Babies really needing to continue to be careful to not give up too many more shots to Phoenix. So Jacksonator there with an open goal, maybe. That was a very bold dive from Vacant, on basically leaving that goal open for a potential shot, if not direct, even just a bounce shot. Will not pay for it initially, but still yet to IC Bug. Shoulder pass and finish on the dive. Jacksonator 101 gets it done. Oh, done for the 2-point tie.
11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
On this rollout, it's Vacant with a pass quickly over to Jason. IC Flow and Vacant now in the back line, trying to all contest each other. Will actually result in a turnover here. So, IC Bug now hitting IC Flow, who did all that disruption on the orange end of the floor. Doing a great job defensively for Slap Babies on that joust. It's going to buy them this opportunity now to take a lead again here. IC Bug from the reset. And now setting off for the backboard, but oh lord, it's a sniper again with a great wiper of a defensive save. It's back to Sky now on the rebound in the tunnel. Now Jacksonator will send that left lane, right lane rather. You know what I mean. It's all the same, ain't it? It's 0G. There is no direction. There is no team. And there is a team. Anyway, Jacksonator here with a bouncer over to Sky. Sky crossing it over to the bow tie. Jackson approaching an icy flow. Wow, encroaching on the goal, but this time another save from Sniper. The defensive menace here in this match so far, but the offense is what they need, and it might be what they get. So Jason is gonna set off, jettisoning down the floor with a bounce pass over to Sniper, a little bit far out the reach, but still managed to snag it and return it to Jason around the back, but also over the goal. So trying to put this together and find some goal at the end of this rainbow. Will be taken back, actually no. Bouncing awkwardly to Sniper's hands off the boot there, ricocheting. So this is going to be a mail slot for Jason. Bit offline, but Vacant should have that rebound. Vacant now having it stolen from Icy Flow. So Icy Flow going to the midfield, but being stunned by Sniper, who does wield a absolutely devastating arm. We've seen him do great harm on the saves, on the steals, everything. Sniper is having himself a great round defensively, but will be Jacksonator nonetheless. The clutch up and the send off into the orange. So Icy Flow with a disc. Icy Flow over to Icy Bug. And another steal will be sent into the blue lane. Double stun there from Jacksonator now. The Alienator, it would seem, on the stacks. This is going to enable a lot of time, and I mean a lot of time. Maybe not enough time for Icy Bug to get a slapper. And look at that, overtaken by Vacant, but missing that shot as well. So rebound to Icy Bug, and both these teams now just trying to find a little something, a little anything that they can take with them into the final half of this second round. So diving down, just taking it straight up, and maybe that's all they needed. Forget the passes and forget the crosses and all the defense, you know, they just needed to walk it into the goal straight up. Sniper did just that. And look at the Sniper so far. 5 points, 2 assists, 3 saves, 1 steal. Full stat line from Sniper. Now taking all the time in the world is Sky, but it's Sniper, of course it is, with a juke, of course there is, and Sniper with a 3, on course it is, and an encore from Sniper continuing to absolutely heat up in this round. Does announcer read Twitch chat? Yes, I do. See how fast that was too. Response times here. What's up, Iggy? Welcome to the stream. It's a jungle in here indeed. Let's see if we can get Mo. But Sky now sending it off to that pocket. Will be taken here by Sniper. Sniper lining it up again. Could it be Sniper? You stop it. What a madman. Ridiculous round from Sniper.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
Just insanity. Wow. Steal after steal, save after save, shot after shot. Sniper has done everything in this round. Unbelievable. Now to the midfield there, past the hands of Vacant. Will be taken back by Breezebow and Sniper attached. They got the stack, they got maybe a dribble, but being stunned there. Nice one from Icy Flow to at least deny the initial stack. That's going to be enough to actually deny, well, never mind. Delay, I should have said. Not deny, but delay. Cannot deny, though, this game has really shifted gears from that first round where Slap Babies, they came out pretty hot. You know, 113-8. But here, I mean, Phoenix, they are a different team this round, it seems like. Just doing a lot of everything. So will be Sniper now. Maybe about to rebound this one, and will indeed, and Verts as well. Leaves Jackson hurting with a stun, dishes it off, right back, Sniper though missing, and Sniper will rebound. So go figure, after everything else that Sniper has done, it would be the closest one that they missed, but you know, sometimes, actually oftentimes, sports just happen to work out that way. Making all the difficult things, reminds me of the NBA, right? You see these players hitting daggers from practically half court these days, and then not making their free throws and such. It happens, no judgment on my end. That said though, it's gonna open it up for, oh my goodness. Sniper.
Orange throws it way downfield.
I have said that name way too much. Maybe not enough. Will be Breezebo making the goal there. Assist to Jason. Nice stack down the floor. They're going to capitalize after all. 13-2. A minute 20 remaining. Iggy Mo Jungle in the chat there saying Sniper is very good. I concur. Both these teams very good, but just when you see a hot hand, you gotta call out the hot hand. There's a very clear hot hand in this particular match right now. Sky though, nothing else trying to deny it. You know, they recognize that there's only a minute left. They recognize that, you know, probably a comeback is not going to be super likely being down 11 points with a minute. So if nothing else, I kind of approve of this tactic. You know, sometimes I say that it's important to end a round if you're the losing team in a round. Important to end with a score if you can, and you know, aggressive moves. That said, some aggression coming in from Jason. So 15-2. But as I was saying, despite the fact that there was a score there, I don't think it's necessarily a bad idea to slow it down a little bit for Slap Babies. You know, they still could have used a score, obviously, but point is not turning it over immediately, not giving up, you know, further rhythm to the side of Phoenix. You know, trying to indirectly freeze them out if you can. That said, phasing in, phasing out in a roundabout way. It's a rebound outside the goal by the trench, actually past everyone's hands. But 15-2, it's going to be the win in round 2, that is. Going to Phoenix. That is to say, we've got a third one coming up soon. Third round. Wow. That was an unbelievable turnaround. I have no idea what Phoenix, if they, you know, had drank, you know, Michael's secret stuff. I don't even know if anyone gets that reference, but they did something between rounds. They came out with some incredible energy there. And yeah, I mean, what a turnaround, needless to say. So back to the score screen, you can see 13-8, round 1. But 15-2 in round 2. That was just, like I said, a wicked change and pace. The entire identity of this game just shifted in a dramatic fashion. So Slap Babies, they were tremendously hot again coming out in round 1. They need to find that magic once more, and we know they can. You know, they're a team who's had a lot of success here. They wouldn't be in Diamond Division otherwise. You know, it takes a lot. When you talk about the context of having 340 plus teams, it takes a lot to get into Diamond and to stay in Diamond and to be there, you know, in those top 50 slots. I mean, you know, anywhere in the top 100 even. It's just, there's a lot of work, a lot of time, a lot of chemistry that's needed to reach there, to stay there. So they can do it. You know, likewise though for Phoenix, they're here for a reason as well. They're here with that 15-9 record for a very good reason. And Jason is gonna take a shot, but Sky denies. But right back, trying to supply vacant, but unable to find its place. Icy Bug. And back down to the opposite trap here through the tunnel. Jackson Nader with a disc now. On the approach, they could really use a score here. They only scored once in the last round, so if they can score quickly in round 3, that would bode very, very well for their team on Slap Babies.
Interception. Orange clears it out of their zone.
You know, it's not just about how you end a round, it's also how you start a new round. I mean, that could really, it could really define how the rest of the round goes. Breeze knows. And the Breeze goes by into the goal. 2 points.
11, 10, 9.
And Nathan saying he didn't really care. He takes team effort to win. Highly agree. Highly agree. I always am one to point out the team efforts. Although I will disagree in the sense that Sniper hit some tough shots and got some big steals that were hard to get. That's the only thing I'll note. But most of like all the time, you need a team to win. You can't do it alone. I agree. But some of the steals and like the degree of difficulty that was being hit on some of the shots and some of the steals, that's where I feel like it was a difference. That was a hot hand. You know, certain players that get in a zone. Sniper was in a zone. But as a whole, I agree very much so. You know, when I was playing competitively for, you know, first couple of years of Echo Arena, that was definitely my MO. And my team's MO, if nothing else. It was not about one player doing everything. It was about facilitating those players. Like, I was definitely not a high scorer. My teammates, they were known as really big strikers. Simeon and Lemming, they were some of the best strikers, and by my accounts, the 2 best strikers in the league at that time. And with that shot rebounded and online for Breeze. But yeah, that was kind of my game, facilitating, making a good offensive player's life even easier, right? By causing turnovers, by enabling passes, and just making it so they did not have to carry, right? That's the idea. On a good team, on the best teams of this league, if you go all the way to Master Division, for instance, the best teams in this league, there are no hard to find carriers, in my opinion. You can't get there predicated off one player for sure. And every player in Master Division on every team can do everything. They can all pass, they can all score, they can all brawl and defend without fail. So definitely, that's why team sports, that's why Echo Arena is so beautiful, because it is a sport. As much as any other sport that's ever existed, this is a sport in itself. But back over to the trap now. It's going to be picked off here by Breezebo. Looks like, no, maybe Icy Bug there actually disrupting an awful lot at that. But yeah, I've seen this Phoenix team here in previous weeks coming back, like I said, from the ashes, like a Phoenix. And they have done stuff like this regularly. Slap Babies slapping it out, though. There's Jacksonator denying a chance at a goal, maybe. Rebounding there to Vacant. Vacant coming out of the stun, but unable to find the goal. Jason is going to have a rebound. Maybe no. Another stun. Jacksonator. So got to call out Jackson, because Jackson's definitely been reacting with all the stuns here and the brawls. Highly aggressive. Highly offensive. Not for me, of course, because I'm just a commentator, but that said, causing great offense is Vacant, and through the defense, it's going to be 6 points for Phoenix.
12, 11, 10, 9.
And Iggy Mojungle in there, saying, Echo Arena is far more interesting than a typical sport like football. Well, on a personal level, I'll agree. Never been too much of a football fan, so personally, more of a basketball fan, lifelong basketball fan. But I think the beauty of Echo Arena, it's honestly the most unique and only meld, in my opinion. The only game that does combine us. Hold on, maybe off the rebound, finding it is Icy Bug. Echo is the only game that really combines perfectly, I think. Traditional sports in real life, like football, like basketball, and esports. It attracts both audiences. It gives something for people who love esports. Gives something for people who love sports. It gives something for people who only love one or the other. That said, on that pass, what a team play that was! An amazing one, and gets the goal. 8 points to Phoenix now. Sky almost had the grab, so counting as a self-goal, but executed well by Phoenix nonetheless. How about that? Look at the reaction time. So much traffic there. To be able to get that grab was something immense. Nice. I gotta say. Still yet, though, this match, 5 minutes to go, at the very least. But a lot, and I mean a lot, of momentum now. Strongly to Phoenix. So Slap Babies will be scored on here by Breezebo. And, they're not going to be out of it yet. It's, as we like to say here on commentary, I know one of PamWow, our OCE caster, fantastic one. One of our OCE casters, that is to say. We've got more coming. But... one of the things he likes to go to is the fact that if one team, especially at this point in the season, if one team can score 10 points in 5 minutes, the other teams surely can as well, right? Right. Because, at this juncture in the season, these aren't new teams, especially in the Diamond Division, right? These are teams who have already been here and been playing the game for a while as a team. So, they have their place on the ladder, and in theory, when you're on the ladder-based system and you're this far in the season, your matches are going to be generally even, right? Now, where the difference is made, of course, is just going to be, as I said, game-to-game basis. Certain players, feeling a little bit more hot than usual. Certain players feeling a little bit more cold than usual. That's sports. And this is, going to say, like a sport, we've got the halftime shows, although we're far beyond halftime and now more so into crunch time. Why? MCA. Vacant Ace, Sniper, and Breezebow Jason giving the show, giving the spins, looking to win in the round 3, and they'll do it with a grin if they can get it again on a back-to-back sweep here. I should say reverse sweep in these rounds, and would be sweet, or victory for them. You know, for the side of Slap Babies, I think Wisely, as we'll go visit their end here, you know, Wisely taking a little bit time to cool down. You know, they got 2 Icies on their team, and you use some of that ice to cool off. You know, reorganize, get feeling good again. You know, strategize, even using the map perhaps. But I like it. You know, a tactical timeout, a tactical timeout, whatever it is. Revisiting chat there. Also, thank you to Nathan for the shout out. Appreciate the kind words. I really like you as a commenter. I'm a commentator, you're a commenter, and together, yes sir, we make a great team. Jungle in there saying, is it possible to get a Mercy win? Yeah, as Nathan pointed out, 20 points in VRML is a Mercy. In regular public play, public matches, it's a dozen. 12 points is Mercy, but VRML, different rule set, longer times. Yeah, 20 point is the default in private matches and VRML matches. And Alan Lee saying, we will. I'm going to imagine we beat Phoenix in a scrim before this, so yeah, Baba Booey, chasing that clout, seeing, and I don't blame you. You know, I mean, Phoenix has been playing very, very well ever since really the last few minutes of round 1 is where they kind of started the fire, and the fire has continued to spread now like wild. Throughout the last 2 rounds now, 2.5 rounds. So yeah, definitely, it's something to say. I mean, the team came in here, you know, they were warmed up, and they just continue to get hotter and hotter. Definitely establishing themselves as a team to beat, because if you look at the records again, you know, 15-10 for Phoenix. You know, and you don't have, after 10 weeks of action in season 3, 10 weeks of finding your place, you know, on the ladder, you don't get to 5 more wins than losses by accident. Okay, so definitely one of those teams that are looking to just continue rising and rising like steam as they play this game. Not a game on Steam, but you know what I mean. So timeout now expired, and round back into it. Round 3, that is to say. So taken up here by Icy Bug. Now over to the launch. Off the launch, a little bit of disarray, but the disc getting back to Jackson after all. Icy Flow gets the goal. Jacksonator, that is, off the pass. And, you know, again, a lot of brawls, and is it a coincidence that they scored 18 seconds into the round after taking a timeout there to maybe cool off, you know, Phoenix, and cool off themselves, you know, just different types of cool, if you could catch my drift. But coincidence that they were able to score finally? I don't think so. Like I said, tactical. Right now, that is just schoolbook, textbook, Echo Arena now, because it's all about the ebbs and flows of this game in terms of the team mentality, right, and the rhythm of a match. So let's see though if they can react. Nearly intercepted, instead sent it. It's Jason with a whirlwind of an arm, up by 10 again. Unfortunate for Slap Babies, because that was actually very well played on the defense. You know, they were playing nice and aggressively in the midfield, and off of a very long pass, they had a player diving on the defense. It was very catchable, just slightly missed the grab. And with that, not missing the grab whatsoever. Sniper puts them up now by 13, 15-2 on the scoreboard. Tough turnaround, very, very tough.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And Alan there and saying, love Phoenix, known vacant for a while. And yeah, well, same here. I see vacant all the time on the streams, on the Twitch chat, that is. Definitely well aware of Phoenix, both as a just casting and Also, just streaming and engaging in Twitch chat and stuff. Definitely a viewing frequent. First 2 rounds, Askin Allen was... Oh, round 1, Slap Babies came out and won that one. They got off to a really great start. First half of action. You know, they got up to, I believe, a 7-point lead. To start it off, it was a 9-2, and then the second half of round 1. After that, speaking of Vacant, by the way, talk about... I see Twitch chat talking about toxic. Well, Vacant, absolutely toxic towards the teammates. Jeez. Just kidding. Of course. Wanted to give Jason an assist. That's all it was. Wanted to give him an assist. But that said, yeah, first round it was really Slap Babies starting off strong, but then Phoenix lit a fire. Went from 9-2 down. They still lost the round, but it ended up being 13-8. Then round 2, they came out of the gates hot, scored 15-2, so basically just surrendered nothing just about in round 2. Came out with some serious heat. A lot of that predicated off of Sniper, who had, I don't know how many points, saves, steals, and everything. An absolutely nutty second round for Sniper. And then ever since then, it's been pretty much everyone else. You know, 20 points for Phoenix. And talking about the team play, everyone else, certainly for Phoenix, getting absolutely involved in this round. I mean, you can see it there. You know, 14 for Sniper, 12 for Breeze, and 8 apiece for Vacant and Jason. Not to mention, look at the assists. That is pretty ridiculous in itself. Now, unfortunately here for Slap Babies, looks like they did lose a player, had to drop out, trying to get a score off of it. So, hey, 3-on-4 won't matter. They got 4 points on the board just before the round ends. So, still playing for the sake of the pride. And that's a great score for them. 9 seconds off the joust.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
So as we do wind down this round, I'll just make everyone else aware here over on VRML Channel 1. Should be a game currently casted, I believe, yeah, by Sir Dimwee and Doc Education in the Diamond Division as well. You have Wrath versus Hive Mind. And if that shot goes in, man, taken out though by Jackson. And the round and the win. Reverse sweep style to Phoenix. Absolutely strong, strong, strong. All right, we'll send you off now to the score screen. But as I mentioned, for those who want to catch the only other ongoing game right now, head off to Channel 1. In fact, I could even send you on a raid in a second if you want. There we go. For those who want to go to Channel 1, because if you join by a raid, you actually do get a little bit extra channel points. Fun fact, so. You might want to join in that raid. Get those channel points, get those games casted. Redeemed for cast. This game was one of those games. That said, great one from Phoenix and Slap Babies in the reverse sweep. You know, Slap Babies look fantastic in round 1, but Phoenix, man, just put on a hurtin' with a, again, initiated by Sniper with a ridiculous second round. And then everyone else caught fire following that. Assists everywhere, points everywhere, stuns, steals, I mean, you name it. You know, Slap Babies there, it's still the same. I mean, despite the loss, everyone still got on the scoreboard. You know, everyone, well, 3 out of the 4 players got assists. Everyone got saves, and I mean, you know, both teams, as I said, they're not here in the Diamond by mistake. But with that here, I'll now initiate the raid, so I'll send you guys off, and I'll close off this stream. There you guys go. And for those who happen to be remaining here after I launched the raid, thanks for joining me. Of course, we got venues starting in about 50 minutes from now. So join us for that. We have 3 stellar matches coming up on venues. Which is to say we'll be starting with M4M versus Baked. That is Made for More versus Baked. Vapor versus Old and Feeble. And then 7 versus Ignite. So that is a lot of stellar matches. Certainly going to be showcased here. And some implications perhaps on the Challenger Cup to come in the next weekend. Okay, but with that though, I've been Palidore. Thanks very much for joining. Again, Nathan, Alan Lee in the chat there, as well as Iggy Mo Jungle. Appreciate the love, and love right back. Until next time, be happy, healthy, safe, be good to each other, and I'll see you again very, very soon. Have a good day.
We're underway.
Season 3 of VRML Echo Arena is brought to you by HyperX, Rebuff Reality, Asterion Products, ProTube VR, VR Cover, Fixed Gaming, and VRware.net.